Renshi? I can't remember now. I'm forgetting, that's dyslexia.
Hi everyone, this is Brendan Rodriguez again. I am here with Kancho Jim. So we are at an event, at a wedding in fact. You will see this video posted after this interview. So watch sometime later, this video is going to be out of what we're going to do on there. So currently the people are just going into the marquee and I decided to have a chat with Jim about learning difficulties in magic. So first let's start to get to know about Jim and what he's done. So Jim, how long have you been doing magic for? Is this something you started as a kid or later in life?
I did actually start it as a kid, and my dad didn't like me spending all my pocket money on magic tricks from the shop, so I was told that I couldn't get my pocket money if I carried on buying tricks. So I then took it up later in adult life, about 6 years ago, and ever since then I've been actually doing it professionally.
Excellent. So 6 years professionally and then just dabbling in and out. And I heard you're a member of the Magic Circle.
That is correct. So yes, I became a member of the Magic Circle nearly 3 years ago.
Amazing.
So I was very surprised when I passed my audition and got in, and it was very encouraging.
That just goes to show you practiced a lot to get in, because it's not very easy to get in the Magic Circle because you have to do a lot of exams and they're judged by magicians and it can be pretty hard. So in terms of difficulties in performing magic, what sort of learning difficulties do you have?
Well, the one that I'm actually quite passionate about is dyslexia. Okay. I'm dyslexic, and I only found out, I'm 59 now. I've just admitted my age on the camera. I'm 59.
You don't look 59 though.
Thank you. That's why I wear a hat. I actually kind of had problems throughout my adult life with dyslexia. Now, when I was a child in the 70s, dyslexia wasn't heard of. You know, they didn't know. They just thought that you were just a dunce. I found out when I was 43 I was dyslexic. Now, my understanding of dyslexia has not only helped me, but it's helped others, because when I was in the police force, I was a tutor, and I was a tutor specifically to deal with people with learning difficulties such as dyslexia, because no one takes it seriously.
Right. So would you say there's anything good? So what's the bad things about dyslexia? Because a lot of people watching right now don't know what dyslexia is. So how do you explain to them what exactly it is?
Dyslexia is really a learning difficulty. If you break it down, there's different types of dyslexia. The dyspraxia, which is more physical. Dyslexia is more mental. Okay. Dyslexia is problems with memory retention. Now we say that it's basically I was talking to a dyslexic kid once, and he came out with the best answer to it. I said, how can you define dyslexia? And he said, well, it's a learning difficulty. Instead of learning 2 plus 2, it's easier for me to learn that half of 4 is 2. And that way I can understand 2 and 2 is 4.
Oh, that's interesting.
So it's the way you learn, right. And it's the retention is you don't retain things because you're taught the way everyone else is. And there are pluses.
So what's the hard thing when it comes down to magic?
With magic, we need to be able to, especially mentalism, we need to be able to remember things. And going around tables and you're doing tricks, one of the hardest things is remembering people's names, retention. So there is a method for that. You say the name 3 times. Say the name 3 times, and it's a way of retaining it. That helps. That helps just the average person as well.
Amazing. Now you did say there are good points too. What do you mean by good points with dyslexia?
I look at dyslexia as not a disadvantage. I look at it as a advantage. I would say it's a gift, because dyslexia gives me, as a magician, and I can't give any secrets away here, it gives me what we call a wider peripheral. Okay, and that is basically, I'll give you an example. If somebody's blind, they enhance their other abilities, such as their hearing. If someone's deaf, it increases their peripheral because they have to rely on their sight. With dyslexia, you have to work harder to learn something, so therefore because you put more practice in, you become better at it. Right. And that's an advantage in my mind.
Okay, perfect. I think before we close, I think a lot of people want to know what Kancho is. Now, Kancho Jim, because your real name is Jim McIver, but you go as Kancho Jim. Why Kancho?
Yes, that name came about nearly 20 years ago. I'm a martial art instructor, and up until about the late 90s I was called Sensei, which is, then it went to I think something called Renshi, I can't remember. I can't remember now. I'm forgetting, that's dyslexia. And then eventually I took the title of Kancho. Now, you've got to remember, it's nothing to do with the rank. It's actually a title. Now, it's handed down to me from another Kancho, and it's generally given out within the families. It means head of house.
Okay.
Although, when people go on YouTube and Google it, there's a game in Japan that they play called Kancho, and they run up behind people with their fingers like this, and they go boom into the bottom and go, "You've been Kanchoed." So
okay,
that's a game. That's not the same.
Okay, I don't know what that was, but okay, excellent. Well, I hope you enjoyed or learned something from this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Jim, for having...
Thank you very much.
Thank you for taking the time to sit with me and chat about this stuff. So yes, see you guys next time, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Take care. Bye-bye.